Again, can anybody of you confirm whether you can hear me or not? Okay, thank you. Okay, we will wait for 2 or 3 minutes, then we will start. Okay, I think we can start now. Okay, so I have been welcome to this doubt clearing session. So today, in this week, means today we are going to talk about Selenium library. Then there is time module. Then there is PyTJ module, and then calendar and network tax module in Python. So my first question is, so what is Selenium primarily used for in Python? The options are A, web scraping, web testing and automation, data analysis, file manipulation. You can write your answers in the comment. Okay. So Selenium library Python is used for web testing and automation. So the keyword automation here represents like you can use your Python console, Python IDE, and you can open a browser. You can search on the browser without going through, let's say, any browser, like let's say Chrome browser. You can access the browser using your IDE, Python IDE, and you can automate many tasks from there. And you can also use it for web testing. So that's why Selenium library in Python is used for web testing and automation. Okay, so let me share my screen and let me show you something how the automation is happening. I think now you can see my screen. So what did I mean by the automation? Uh, so let me open my VS Code editor, and here I will talk about this Selenium library. So what you if you haven't installed the Selenium library, you can install it by pip install Selenium. Once you do that, so because I have already installed it, that's why it is saying that the requirement has already been satisfied and the package has been installed. Now, if you haven't installed it, you can install it using pip command in the command window. Now, I will now what I will do from the Selenium library, I will import the WebDriver. And now you can see there are different commands written here, like driver is equal to webdriver.chrome. So it is for opening a Chrome browser, and then driver is equal to webdriver.firefox. It can open a Firefox browser, and similarly Edge browser. Okay. Now once I have imported the WebDriver, now let me run this code. So here you can see we have opened a browser that is so here you can see all three browsers like this. This one is the Edge browser, and this one is the Firefox browser. Here you can see that, and the and similarly we have opened the Chrome browser. Okay, so we are going to use only one browser, that is Chrome for today. So we will disable all other browser. Let us open it. So a Chrome browser has been opened. Now here you can clearly see that Chrome is being controlled by automated test software. So this is what it mean by the automation, like from the IDE of this uh, Python, like this VS Code, from this VS Code editor, by writing a simple Python script, we can control the uh, s- control what is happening with the browser. Okay, okay. Uh, Now, if this is the case, so we have seen how this we can open a browser using a small Python script. Now I will save the PPT again, and I have a question to ask. The next question is, uh, which method is Selenium is used to locate and interact with web elements by their HTML tag name. So, how many of you know what is the HTML language? Uh, you can, if you don't know, maybe you can ask. Uh, Otherwise, let me show you how a HTML code looks like. Okay, so I will create a new file, and that will be a HTML file test. Okay, I will save it as a HTML file. Now, let's say I want to make a document. So what I need to do is the following. So I will in this HTML file there is sorry in this text file we will tell that this is a document and HTML the language is English, and then there is a tag like head. So we have to also close the head tag, and this is how it is written. Now let us run this. So this is the basic HTML file. Now what we will do, we will save it and then we run this file. Run without debugging and we will open it in a Chrome. So maybe here you can see nothing, but now what we will do, we will put something here. So this is the head file. Now inside this head file, we will tell about our characters. So what type of typeset we are using for our characters, means that how the characters look like, what will be their configuration, and then we can also define the name. Now, now we have defined the width and all the things. Now this head file contains a few, like you can say, kind of setting. But now what the main thing is this body. So in body we can define many things. So we have this body, and then we close the body, and inside this we can write, we can call for a paragraph, I think, the P, and here we can, hey, this is test file. Now once I run this, so let us run this without debugging. So you can see like it is written, hey, this is a test file. Okay, so this is a basic HTML file, and so all the browsing that you do in your browser is based on this HTML file. Okay, so this is the question is, which method in Selenium is used to locate and interact with the web elements by their HTML tag name. So like the body was the tag name. Similarly, there are other commands inside this HTML language. So there are different kind of class. Let's say there are lists, there is classes, there is navigation tag, there is more. There are many more things. So in this way, uh, there are different tags like class name, the name of the element, all these things. So now what? So the correct answer for this will be the element by the tag name. So there is a keyword, means there is a command in the Selenium module, and that is find element by the tag name. To find any element in an HTML file by tag name. Okay, so can we do that? Okay, let us try to do that. So this is our test file. Now let us run this. Let us run this. Run without debugging. So this is this this is the address of this file. Okay. Now we want to open this file. Okay. So let us go back to our code editor. Let us make a new file. This way we will get any information. So let us create a new file. Let us create a Jupyter notebook file. So what we will do, we will import. First, we will import the from the Selenium. We will import the web driver. Tab import tab web driver tab. Okay. Now we run this. Now we will define a variable driver, and which is nothing but uh, driver dot get. Okay, driver dot get. So okay, first we have to open the Chrome using the web driver. So get driver dot Chrome. The Chrome window will be is opened. Now what we will do inside this, we will say that uh, get. So now the Chrome window has been opened. So what we will do, we will open an URL, and that URL is address we have already. So we will say that to the driver, open this URL, and the URL is this. Okay, so first let us put this in all these things in a string. Now let us run this. There is a small code. So what will happen? Module object is not callable. Okay, no problem. We first make this a raw string. This is your location. Oh, sorry. This thing should be captured. The Chrome driver and the Sage capture. Now, once we do this, so here you can see the same HTML file has been opened using the Selenium library. Now, now we have got the uh, we have opened the an URL. So if we have imported a Selenium web driver, we can open a browser, let's say Chrome, like this, and then we can open an URL. So any URL. So here I have put in my website URL, and once I run this, so in the Chrome browser, this URL gets open. Okay, so let me show you side by side. So let's say there is nothing. So what I will do, I will just import the driver. Now I will initialize this Chrome browser, and now you can see the Chrome browser is here. And okay, Chrome browser is here. Now what we will do, we will say this driver object that we have just made here to get a URL, and that is my website URL. And once I run this, you can see my website gets opened. So this is how you can do that. Okay, now let us go back to our question. So this one I will tell later on. Uh, okay. uh, Suhani Chaudhary, maybe you want to turn off your camera. Okay, let's go to our next question. So, what is the purpose of WebDriver in Selenium? To parse a HTML document, to automate web browsers, to create GUI application, to generate random data. So, the the only purpose of this WebDriver in Selenium is to automate the web browser. That's why the option B is correct option, because we have just seen like we can use just two lines of code, and we can use just two lines of code where we can open any browser. Now I will show one more thing. So let's say you open the Google Chrome, and inside Google Chrome you open Google website. Now you want to search something. So how you can do that? Okay. So first I will show that. Then I will explain other things in this Selenium library. Okay. Go to okay. So let us say we have okay. So it's the same thing. So we have we are going to open a Chrome browser. Then inside the Chrome browser, we are going to open this. We are going to say that okay, get this link. So that will open a link, this Google link for us. And here are some libraries that I've imported. I will explain as we go along. So first, let us run this. So first, the Chrome browser gets opened. Then driver.get actually gets this website for us. Now, what? Okay, so in the next line, what we are doing, we are we are saying, okay, search box. So you know this here is the search box. Okay, so maybe I should share my entire screen. So now you can see, I can open it right sideways, right? Let us let us do this again. So first I will open this Chrome browser, then I will open a Google link inside the browser. So the link has been opened. Now what I will do, I will I will try to search inside the search box without writing something here. I will just write it from this Python code. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say to the driver, find an element, and how it is going to find the element by name. And what is the name of that element? Is Q. And then what will happen after this driver finds that element? Then it will say like send keys. So this command is used to send something inside the browser. So once I run this, what happens? A browser is opened. google.com is opened, a Selenium has been written automatically. Now what we will do, now we are going to click on this. But how we can do this? So we have this another thing called search button, and and we want to okay, so there is this EC library now. And what is this EC library? So it's expected conditions as EC. So from Selenium dot WebDriver support, import this as a EC. So it's the expected condition. So what we are saying, like, until so okay, there is a one more library, that is WebDriver wait. So and it is used to wait for some tag to appear there in the browser. Okay, so once we write this code now, so if we search this element to be clickable, means first the data will be entered here, this Selenium, then this element will become clickable, and once it is done, so driver waits for 10 seconds until this EC dot element becomes clickable, and once it is done, so search button dot click will click that at that thing. So let me close all this and let me run all the code that you can see here. So first the browser is open, the google.com is open, Selenium written, and then it has been searched. So we have did nothing here, just all the codes are written here. Now, now how it is happening? So we can go for this inspection mode. So here you can see this find driver dot find element by name dot queue. So first let us inspect element and go for the elements in the inspection. Now try to find, press Control F and try to find this the double quoted queue. So there are two of them. Here you can see when you go on the first one. So I need to go to the first one here at the very top. So here you see we have we have searched uh, for this drive. We have searched for the search box, and the search box has a name, and that name was Q. Okay, so that's why we have used this library called by. So this is the common dot by library of it's a sub module of this Selenium dot WebDriver, and we have searched it the element by name, and the name was Q. So here okay, you can also see this thing. So once I go somewhere, okay, okay. So once I go here, I place the cursor here. You can see in the right, in the left hand side, the search bar appears. Okay, and now the second thing was okay. Now we have found the search bar. Now what we want to search uh, after entering, after we have okay found the search bar, then in the search bar we have sent the keys, and the keys is Selenium. Now, after we have done that, so we also want to click here on the we press enter and it starts searching, right? So how it is happening? So for that we can search for BTNK. And what is that? So here you can see once I go here, so it says Google search, and it is okay. So So it's called it says Google search. So what happens once you go here? Let's say here. So this BT and K name uh, actually this enters for us, and the Google search. Google starts searching for the keyword that we have just sent using send key. Okay, and here you can see it has a tag, and that is name, and name is BTNK, and the role it is playing is a button. So that's why we can click on it. Just like you have searched, seen here, like button and then dot click. So that's why we can click it. Okay, and then once we do that, then it's just it does its own thing. And now this is it. So where now I have shown you how you can open a browser, how you can get an URL from and open it, and how you can search an element in the Google uh, like Selenium, and how you can uh, click without clicking your mouse. So the dot click command is used to click on something. Okay. Now let us go to our question. So this is the third question, like to automate the web browsers. Now the fourth question is to simulate a action on a web element using Selenium in Python. Which method we should use? So there is the click element, simulate, click, interact. So now you must know that which option is correct, because I have just shown you you can use click method to click on any button that is playing. So any clickable object can be accessed using click. Okay, so option C is correct. Now the question number five is which command is used to close the current browser window or tab in Selenium WebDriver? Okay, so what we have done first, we have opened a browser. Second, uh, we have opened and given URL. Third, we have searched for something. Fourth, uh, fourth, okay. Fourth, I haven't shown you to close the browser. Now, I want you guys to guess which of the option will be correct to close the browser. Driver.quit, driver.close, driver.exit, driver.stop. So, like it is similar, like we said now, driver.get. And what it did, it so whatever the link we have given inside the argument, so it was opened. Now, if we say like driver.exit, so what you guys think what will happen? Or driver.quit, which should be correct here? Okay, it's driver.close. So it closes the whatever the tab we have opened. Okay, so let us see that. So first, we will open a browser, and then we will open a tab inside means some other, and then we will close it. Okay. So Let us run something. I'm importing import from element. I'm telling you the web driver. This is imported. So we will say that web driver, we can define a driver and using the web driver, we can open Chrome, and once we do that, then once we do this, Chrome is open. Chrome window is open. Now, okay, it is open. Now what we will do, they will say, okay, driver dot driver dot get, and we will say, we have just opened this people.com. Now, if you want to close this current tab, so we will say driver dot close. And what happened? Okay, so there was only one tab, that's why all this things has closed. Now let us open multiple tabs. First, we have to open the Chrome. Hmm, then we will open tab, and we can also open another tab. Okay, let me open a tab manually. So there are two tabs. There are two tabs. Now, what we will do, we want to close one of them. So this current tab, it is opened by this one. Okay, from here. Now, once I click this, so the previous tab gets closed. So let me open two tabs now. Now, what I will do, then okay, now what I will do here, I will I have opened one tab. Let me open a second tab, and I have clicked driver.close. So the first tab that was open using this code is closed. Now let us open multiple tabs, and let us write driver.quit. So what happens is actually this all the tabs get closed, and this driver.quit closes all the tabs and so the browser. Okay, so driver so driver.close is used to close the current tab that we are working on it, and driver.quit actually closes all the tabs. Now, next question is which of the following is not way to wait for an element to become visible in Selenium? So there is implicit wait, explicit wait, thread sleep, expected conditions of visibility element. So we have just seen one example of expected conditions, EC. So where we were waiting for a search, this search to appear, and after it appeared, we click on it. And so, and also there is this implicit bit that you can define the time uh, that intrinsically defined, and then there are explicit bit where you can define the time, how long you want to wait. So thread dot sleep. This is the only wrong answer here. So thread dot sleep is not a way to wait for an element and, to become visible in Selenium. Okay. Next question is in Selenium, what does the driver dot get method do? So I think we have already seen this one. So our options are it closes the current browser window, it opens a new browser window, it navigates to a specified earth, it retrieves the HTML source code of the current page. So I think you can guess the correct answer, and that is nothing but navigates to a specified earth. So that's it. So C is the correct answer. And the next question is, what does the datetime library in Python primarily deal with? Okay, before going to that, I also want you to show some things uh, in a bit detail about the Selenium driver. So I have written few codes and I will start presenting my entire screen. But let me show you my uh, this is my main app that I want to open. So let us open before I'm doing the private. So this is my website and code for this HTML code for this website is here somewhere here. So here it is. So the code for this website is here. So you can see this is the main index file, and this is the all the things that are being written using this HTML code. So here you can see we have a basic structure of HTML file where we declare the document type, we declare the language, in header file we contain all the important parameters of this page, and then comes this body, and inside the body all the things are written, all the things that you see on this screen is written, and inside the body you can define a header file, you can define a footer file. So what are header and footer files? So footer file is this, like this copyrighted thing and all these things that appears on the bottom. And the header file is this, my website, this thing. So, okay. Now inside this, inside the header file, you have a tag like nav tag, so that's for navigation. And then you have this class. And you define a class that is logo. So logo is this one, my website. So here you can see the class is logo and the reference is index.html file. So this file is this file that you are seeing is index.html file. Okay. And the name is my website, and it is inside a tag. This is a tag. Okay. Now, and you can also define a classes like here. This is logo, and this is the navigation toggle. So this is the navigation toggle. Now, inside that, you have also defined navigation dot menu. So all the things like home, all these things that are appearing here is a navigation dot menu, and you can define inside the unlisted. Okay, so you have a list, li for stands for list, and it's an ul that is for unlisted list. Okay, so all these things you can see similarly a hero class and all the things. Then this there is this P that's for paragraph in the footer file, and then I have written phone and email. So this is the basic file I have. Now let us okay. Now you know like what is the basic thing is inside a HTML file. So there are classes, there are paragraph, there are headers, there are lists. Now, if you want to access these things, so what you will do? So we have this code here. So what I'm doing in this code, so what I'm doing here. So first I'm I'm importing the WebDriver, then I'm importing the element dot WebDriver.common. Means this is a important library, and then I'm importing the WebDriver.wait, and then I'm importing expected condition. So expected conditions example you have already seen in the case of Google. So first what I'm doing, I'm opening a WebDriver using Chrome, and then I'm opening this link, and inside this link, so here, there is by CSS selector. So there is the CSS file. The inside CSS file is used for styling this HTML file, and there is I have showed like div dot. Okay, let me show you from here also. So in this one, in the main file, the header file, there is this navigation tab, and then there is a you can see this nav tag, right? Okay. You can see the nav tag, and in the nav tag, there is this class logo, and inside that there is a tag. So what we are saying? Okay, by CSS selector, find element, and the library is that by CSS selector, and what we have to find is this div dot logo. The class is logo, and it's inside div, and that inside that there is a. So this is the style. So div dot logo a, and after we did this, so we can and we stored the here the logo link. Okay, so it is stored. The information is stored of this element in the logo link, and you can logo link dot text. Okay, so that this logo link, whatever is there, the text is my website. Okay, so it's the text associated in this A tag, and then logo link dot art. So logo link dot get attribute. So its attribute is nothing but h reference, and it is the index dot html file. Okay, so let us run this and see. So the browser is open, and the logo link dot text is my website, as you can see from here, and the logo link dot is this one, index to this one, this http dot itps dot this one. Now, in the similar way, you can go. You can also find the class name. You can also find the navigation menu. So this is my navigation menu: home, about, research, teaching, etc. Now this is appearing in this nav class, The class type is nav, and inside, so we have found the element. So nav.menu gets all the elements that are inside this one. And from there, so first we get this nav menu, and inside this there is list. Inside this there is tag name, and the tag name is li. So li is a tag, and inside that there is this text and all the things like index.html. So with the tag name, we can uh, find all the tags like that are there in this nav menu class, and we can print them. And so whatever the item will appear, like this index.html, about.html, all these things. So they have this. Uh, so they have this text, right? So it's like home, about, and then the next one is the research. So we are printing that thing here. Okay. So let us run this. Okay. This is open. So here you can see the menu dot items, is home, about, research, teaching, important, living, my corner, contact, everything. So here you can see you can go on for here. So this is how you can search using the name tag. So you have searched using CSS selector, you have using CSS name, you have searched using tag name, and you have okay, no, not if you have used class name, because I told you like this thing here is class name, and class name is nav menu, and here you have search tag, and then in the class name there is the tag name, and the tag name is list li. So you have also search tag, and inside the li, like each li there is this a tag, and it contains a text. So you said the item dot text, so you got the home now. Now, okay, so by tag name, we have also searched for the footer. So here you can see the footer of this HTML file. So where there is the footer, then this type, this a class, and its name is contact info. So similarly, what we have done, so here is the footer, this thing is the footer. So if we want to print this information, so how we can access this? So here you can see uh, we have we have first search find the element using tag name, and the tag name is footer. Then in the footer, in the footer, uh, in the footer there is this class. So that's why it is not the driver here, it is the footer that we have placed. And footer dot find element. And now what we will do, because it's a class, so by class name, and what is the class name? It's the contact info. Okay. Now inside the contact info, so we have read it, and we have stored the information in the contact info. Now what we will do, we will say the wait driver to wait. We say to wait driver to wait for 10 seconds. And why it is that? Because there is, you can see this P and P. There are two P tags. So, and we are uh, we are accessing them using the tag name. And from the tag name, then we are converting them to the text, and the associated text is nothing but phone number and the email address. Because there are two, so it takes time to this tags to appear in the like when we are running it, when we are running the program. So that's why we put a wait command, otherwise it gives us an error. And okay, so now let us run this. So once we do that, so first the browser is open, logo, all these things are printed, all these things. Now you can see here I have printed my phone number and my email address using all these things. So this is what I wanted to show you. Like you can do all these things. And one more thing is there. So I have already told you about driver.close and driver.quit, but you can also do this. So first, uh, As I minimize the window, so once I click this driver dot maximize, so it will maximize the window if it is not closed. Let me go. Okay, so all the things are have been clicked, so it won't do anything. Just keep on running. Let me stop that. Okay, so first, without quitting, I mean, not quitting. So let us not close this browser this time. Okay, it is closing itself. And let us open. Open the thing. Only open. Now, when you open, now what we will do, we will open this one. So a window is open. Now, what we will do, we will try with that window. To do this, the window can see it actually gets maximized, and you can go back here. Then you can say the dot minimized window, and then you do that get minimized. Okay. Now, all the things you have seen, like you can maximize and minimize the window using this command. And I think there is, okay, and there are one more thing that you can do. So let's close this and let us see here. So here we will open this link, then we will search something, then we will click, okay, then we will write something, then we will click and search. Okay, so if it is so, let us check that. So first from this is there. So this selenium is written. Now it's searching. Now the search is complete. Now if you want to go back, so we can say driver dot back. And now it goes back. Now if you want to go forward, so we know that we have already searched something. So you say driver dot forward. Okay, it goes for the forward page. And then you can go for uh, you can say, okay, driver refresh the page. So it refreshes the page. Okay. So I think these are the basics that you need to know about the Selenium library. Uh, does anybody have any question in this thing? In this thing? If not, so we will move on to our next uh, next question. So our next question is, what does the datetime library in Python deal with? So options are the mathematical calculation, date and time manipulation, file input and output, network communication. So I think it's pretty apparent and it's a pretty easy guess that it's for date and time manipulation. Okay, because we are importing date time, so it's related to that. And the next question is, which of the following classes is used to represent a date time in the date time module? It's a date, time, timestamp. So because there is in the date time, there is module date time, so it's the date which will be around. And if you want to know the exact time that is uh, represent the current date and time, so there is also a module inside the date time module, and that is date time. So options here we can see it's a date time dot now, date time dot today, date time dot current, or date time dot the current underscore time. So the module is date time dot now. You can use this to get the current time of the time. And then there is this PyTGet library in the Python. And I guess you guys know what it is being used for. Its options are generating random numbers, working with time zones, parsing JSON data, handling regular expression. So those who know, like for working with the time zone. So PY is for Python, PZ is for time zone. Okay, so option B is correct, and option in the question number 12, which of the functions from PyTGet library is used to set the time zone for datetime object? So let's say you have told a specific date to this PyTGet library, and we want to know what is the time in some other zone in that current time. So you want to convert it. So okay. So what is the module? Then that module is this localized. Okay. Now we come to calendar library, but before going to that, let us look into the examples of date time module. So first, what we will do, first we will import the date time because there is a date time library. Okay. So as we have already discussed, so there is this date time dot date time module in the date time, and there is now. So what happens is this, like once you run this, so it gives you the current date and time, and this is 2024, 4 of month is 4, month of it, and then date is 6, and the time is around 13:39. Okay, so I think this time is the IST, IST time, and okay, and that is the hour, that is um, minutes, this is the second. Now that you can do, there are different commands, like you can print the current date time dot year, so it will give you the year, current date time, so the current date time is this. Okay, so it gives you the month, the year, the date. So from this, like you have created this object, and inside this object, there is this year module, month module, day module, hour. So all these things will be printed separately. So let us run this and check it. So yes, it is true. Like it's a 24, minute 4, day 6, hour 13, minute 41, second. Okay. So this is correct. Now, let us look into the five-digit library. So, what is five-digit library? It's for determining the time zone. So, first, create a, let us say that we want to create a date time. So, what will happen? Uh, so, we have created a custom date, and that is 2024 and 12, like something like this. Okay. So, the same that night time, date time is 2024, 6 months, the date is 12, and the time 12 o'clock. Okay. Now, we haven't given the info about the time zone. Okay. So, but you should know like, how to display the time zone using five-digit number. So, first, let us know how many time zones are there. I will display, okay. I will display the time zone in time zone and without comment. I will display zero time zone. Five ninety time zone, 595. Okay. There are around 500. Okay, it includes the zero. So I think 596 time zone. So here we can get whatever the time zone is there. I and for I think in our in India, I think there is uh, there are these time zones. Okay, and then there are I think 596 time zones in total. Now uh, if you are interested in any of the time zone and you want to convert the current time to that time, so, uh, so I we have made a date already, and that was 2024 6 months and 12 day day 12. So and so what we have done first, we have created a New York time zone, and that is from America, New York, using the 5 years time zone. And then what we have done in the in this object, we have localized it and we have given dt.9. So our naive time zone is this one. So this we will put as an input and then we'll see what is the correct time zone in the New York corresponding to this one. So it is saying that it's 2024 6/12, but let us see what is the also the new uh, let's say we want to see the time zone here, the same time. So we can say theta is equal I we have time. Applies. I will discuss. Okay, so I think we can explore the difference. So the minus 4 in the second and the plus 1. So, but the time is like nearly same. Now let's do something very far away. Okay, the, 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 the plus 5 from the given time zone. So you can spot a difference of this time zone, different time zone. Okay. Now, next thing is we can also create a specific date using date time. So you have to enter the year, month, uh, the date, and then time. And can you can calculate the diff. So you can also create this one. So you give it the specific date. Different. You can also calculate the difference. So let us calculate the difference between month 2024, the first month, and then the first January, and then we are here in the fourth month, day six. So let us calculate the difference. And the difference is what? Difference, so date differences uh, of 96 days. There is no time difference, obviously. And there is one more thing. If you print date time that time, so if you just 000, because time contains all the hours, minutes, and all. So these are the different things, like the date time module. And I think we need to use time zones and all the things are being flow. And, okay, you can define a specific date. You can calculate the date difference and all. Okay, now we will come to the calendar. So first is what is calendar library in Python primarily used for? So mathematical calculation, date and time manipulation, working with graphics, creating and formatting calendar. So I think it will be very easy to guess. So it's the option D, that is creating and formatting the calendar. Now, next one is in calendar module, how do you find the number of days in a specific month of a year? So there are different things, different module inside the calendar module. So it's where you give the year and the month, and it will give you the number of days. So that is a specific one, and it's month range. Calculate the year in a month and calendar. Okay. So let us go and look for, let us see about the calendar library. So first we have to create a calendar. We have to import a calendar and then create a calendar for a specific year and a month. So after importing the calendar library, we are going that text calendar and then saying start the calendar on the D on Sunday. So it will give us all the things starting from the Sunday. Okay. Now we can define the month, let's say 2024, so month. So what now we are printing calendars for calendar month dot name and then the month and which month and year, and then we are printing it. So, then, first let me so, so this is the format that we have here. So already know the year, and like using calendar dot month dot name, and then once you enter the month is 4, so it gives you the month name. And then you are using this C, this F, and that is it's used for formatting, and then this slash n means the output will be written in the new line, right? So means the cursor will be thrown into the new line. Okay. So after so once you run this, you get this output calendar for April 2024. Then what you are doing, you are saying calendar, you are creating a new variable, and because we have already created an object which starts from Sunday, this calendar will start from Sunday. Now you just pass the month and the year. So in this object, the month in that year will start from Sunday, and then a calendar will be made, and it will look like something like this. Okay. You can also say here you want to start from one day. Okay. You are starting from Monday. So the calendar will start from Monday. Okay. Let us send this back to the pattern. Okay. Sunday, sorry. It is Sunday. Once we are done with it, I will begin now. And okay. We can also display the calendar for entire year. So, and that is very simple because there is a module format here. You have to just give the year, and we have given the year 2024 already. So just the variable is 2024 calendar dot format year and then calendar. So like so, here format month. So this one, and then format for the whole year. Okay. So here you can see the for 2024, there are all this month has been printed, and they are starting from Sunday. Okay. Now, if you want to determine whether 2024 is leap year or not, so if calendar is a leap and then leap year, we insert the value, so it will print the leap year. So there is, I think we have already talked about checking about any year whether it is a leap year or not. We have already did coding about it, so where we have checked whether it is divisible by 400 or it is divisible by 4 or both. Then we said, okay, this is the leap year. So this tab, we should have checked that and I forgot to say this. Okay, leap year. So we have already written the code, but in the calendar module, there is a function age and which checks for whether an year is a leap year or not. So it's just simple. You just define your year. So you are saying that you check for 2024 is a leap year or not. So we get the output that 2024 is a leap year. Let's check for 2000 and if 2000 is a leap year, let's check for 2020. But I thought and people think, can we do something like say 1100? So divisible by 4, I think that it is not divisible by 400. That's not divisible. So this is the check that we use. Like it will be divisible by 4 and 400. So we know that the 2024 is a leap year using this leap year. In this case, okay, days of the week. So similarly, like we have created printed. Then after importing the library, so we created a calendar. And we given the name of the month and the year, and then created the year. And similarly, after giving the name of the year, like 2024, we can get the calendar, guide out for the year, all the year, and the month and the year are shown. And after checking the leap year, all these things were checked. Similarly, you can calendars of day name. So you can print day name in the calendar. So it's simple function where you can run the days of the week are calendars of day name. So it stores day name in the calendar of day name module, and you can print it. You can access it like this. Then you have calendar dot month thing. So which is this. So you can also print the month thing from January to December. So there is calendar dot name, there is calendar dot month name, and then I think there could be also like calendar dot. Okay, so now we have seen you can print a specific month in a year. We can clean the calendar for the whole year using calendar.format year. We can check whether any year is a leap year or not, and we can also check for whether we can also now print the days, the week. We can also print the months, years. Now, so we can also calculate the number of days in a month. So, like you give something, so give the year, give the uh, month. So what it will do is calendar dot month range. This function it will uh, calculate the value of days in that. So let us check that. So first we know that the number of days in let us take that this 2023 or 2024 month. So you in April 2024, its number of days, number of days in the period, mentioned carefully. System. So the number of days in 30. The number of days is 30, and similarly we have explicitly defined year and month. We can append this formatting in that is what formatting and whatever there is inside the curly bracket. It's a variable that is used to be, and then we get save that file and there is this format name, and then give this year and the month, and then finish the display the calendar for us if we display the calendar for us. Okay. So I think here you have also done that. The calendar for us is the signal, the same. So the format name, then there is the format here, I will do it. So this was the basics of the calendar. Now, uh, does anybody have any question on all these things? If not, then let us go to the next thing. So I think we have already talked about this network X library in our previous session. So where we have used this network X to create the actual network where each node is connected by some function that we define, whether it can be a weighted function, it's a probabilistic function, all these things I think we have seen. But here I will go through it once again. Okay, so here let's say you are importing a network X as an X, and my plot is a Y plot or string plot. So for creating an empty graph, so, okay, let us cut all these things. So we have created an empty graph. Now once I say like draw, so drawing is used for creating a so this connect.graph and now. from the G. So G is what? So it's black. There is nothing. Now, if I say this one, like we don't add more, so let us add the more, and then so there is one more. Just say add more around the two. So there should be two. So next one, suppose and suppose here, let's add a more. Okay. So if we add node, you can start a list. You can add the node, and then can also add the agent. So first there was the entry class, and you added node from this list, and then we added add pages from this list. Mhm. So there was node that was added, and this is 2, 3, 4, 5. The agent was from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to start a new, so 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 5. So typing the notes from here. Okay, first, and so first it added the node one, into class. Then in the same way, you, you can add the node I think two. So there are two nodes. So to say you can add nodes. So, but this is very important. So we can define a you can define a list and you can pass it, and then you have to use add dot node from. So it will add that node from the list that you have defined. So in that way, you can use add it to add it, edge. The first edge contains two things from where it is starting and where it is going. So that's why it's a tuple of value, two value. And here you can see the tuple. So these are like pairs. So which nodes will be connected to this, and then for instance, element from the edge. And you can now there is the property g dot node and these are edges. You bring edges and the nodes in the graph in the network. Now then you can calculate the number of edges and number of nodes, and then you can draw and you can enable the label. So it will give you the label and then the color is sky blue. So all these things, and then we can also define the title. Okay. Okay, so you can see here there are number of five nodes, five digits, and number of nodes and number of edges are same. Now I think I can define one more is that goes from five one to five. Let us see what happens now. Okay, so you see all the fives are now connected because there are the number of nodes is five, edges is six. So in this way you can do this. Now there is different different kind of graphs. So Here you can also editing nodes. There are three nodes and there are three edges. So you are printing the edges, you are printing the node. But okay, so what are the differences in this graph? Uh, this graph, this like node 2 and node 3 are not connected. So the undirected graph. But here all the nodes are connected, like 1, 2, 3, and the arrows are visible. And here you can enable the arrow. So this node is connected to here. So it can also be that using arrows equal to true. And this is the directed graph where all the nodes are connected. Similar way, you can also define a bridge, means bridge graph. So where you define in this way, so that we have um, bridge graph. Okay. Here we have defined the bridge graph. Now what is okay? So same thing like saying the normal graph that we have given you bridge graph. So there are two nodes connected by a single edge, and here you notice we haven't given any kind of edge or kind of node information, right? Got it. Uh, but now here you see the difference in drawing. So here we are not passing any position value, but here we are passing a position value, and that position value is calculated from connect.html layout this graph. But the graph is created. So you just draw this. You see, first this is like a simple network graph up to here, and that output is here. These are two nodes, and they are connected by a edge one here. Now, what is difference happening here? This thing is the different thing happening here. We are calculating the position with nx.string layout, and each position we are enabling the label, and label is what? 2 and 1. So we enable the label, and the labels are printed at the position value here. Okay, and the color, all things are the same. I hope you have understood this. Then you can also create a star graph. So what is the star graph? So you go here, and then you say that connects dot star graph. So star graph is a module in the network X library, and then you draw the star graph, you calculate the position, you take skin dot layout, so that labels are written here, otherwise it will be created without a label. Okay, and you can change the color to any light. Here it is light green, so you can do that. And in similar way, there in Protect library, we can define inflows, net flow, net flow, security, so all these things you can do. And then there is a cycle graph. So what it happens, it cyclically connects all the nodes. With the number of nodes, here let's say we can increase it to 6. So what will happen if we run this? So here you don't have to actually keep the position because it's a cycle graph. So all the things are calculated automatically. And then we run this. So it's an cycle code. You can see all the nodes. It starts from 0 and we have 5, so then we 6 more. And similar way, you can also create a complete graph. So what this mean by the complete graph? So complete graph is nothing but where all the nodes, so all the nodes is connected with all other nodes. Okay, that is the complete graph. So if there are n number of nodes, so there should be n into got uh, n into n minus one number of edges, right? So that they will be connected. Let us check that. So it's the five uh, nodes. So let us also print how many complete. Right? Like that. So here are five nodes. So let us see this: one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. So I think n into 2n number of this edges would be there. So it is 4 would be 8. Right? Okay. So it should be NC2. NC2 means n into n minus 1 over 2. So this much, but we also have to exclude the repetition. That's why it should be NC2. So it's a combination of n numbers, and there we are only taking two numbers, and now this repetition should not be there. So that NC2. So it means like if the 4 is there, so 4 into 3 is 12, that's a 12, and upon 2 it's 6. So 6 number of edges will be there. And 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And similar way, if it is 3, and then 3, 3 is nothing but 3 into 2 upon 2, and C2, so it will be 3 in most real thing. And if it is 6, so 6 into 5 is 30, upon 2 is 15. 15 number of more. So here you can see it goes up to 5, and that means the from here to here it's the 6, and from here to here it's 4, 6, 4, 10, and from here to here 3, 6, 4, 10 plus 3, 13, 13, 12, 13 to 15, and this is 16. So 16 into 5 upon 2 is nothing but 15, right? So it's 150, 5, 4, 5, 4, 9, 9 to 11, 2, 13, and 2. So it's MCQ type. Okay, so this is the complete graph where each node is connected with other node, and then there is a path graph. So you just it just create a network in the path, and that's it. As this name suggests, so you see 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, the path, like the cyclic one where they were closed in the open. And then there is a grid. So you can create a 2D grid and you can define a graph. So let's say we can create a 4 cross 4 or 2 cross 2. We start with 2 cross 2. So we'll create a 2 cross 2 grid. And that will be connected. So here you can see that 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. So they are connected like this. Now you can also create a 2 cross 3, and they are connected in a this way. You can create meaning. So this is it. Uh, does anybody have any question? And it's Priyanshi Sukla here. Last time she asked me something. Uh,
Yes, sir.
you had some problem regarding reading the files, right?
Yes, sir.
It is resolved or
Not resolved, sir.
okay. So today I ran the same code in my IDE, and it runs fine for me. So can you once can you once again share over the screen so I can look at it and can see what is happening there? Uh, so okay, okay, fine. So can you open the folder where you have put your data file and this one, natural language processing.py.
This is the data folder,
Yeah,
and that natural language processing file also here. Let me search for it.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
it is also here.
And so where is the data folder?
It is also in the Python program folder.
Okay, okay. Yeah, open it the data folder.
Yeah,
Is there any py file here? Go down, down. Yeah,
yeah,
open this one.
it is.
Yeah. Have you opened
Mm,
this folder? Okay. Fine. You can just drag and drop it to the.
it is there, like here in the
Uh,
spider.
di- are you sure that this is the correct? I think there have been many copies in different folders, right? Just
Mm,
drag that file, drag it and put it in Spider. It will automatically do that. Yeah, drag it. Right.
drag and in which folder?
Just drag it and
Hmm.
leave it on the spider thing. It will open it. Yes. Go and leave. So this is I think this is the correct file then, right?
No, it was already there.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Run it.
changed it.
So it is saying that it couldn't find. So one second. Let me check all the. Okay. You see that you see your Python file is in the Python programs. You see line
Yes.
number 5. Open the folder where you have put the data file.
Just
It's
here.
inside that Python programs data. So
Hmm.
uh, it's not correct.
Where should I put it then?
What no no. Go back in the spider thing and save this program. Go and file and save it as. Do this. Do this thing. Save as and now go to the data. No no no. Yeah. Go to the data
Data
folder.
folder.
Yeah. And now put it here and replace it. Now run this.
Hmm.
Done.